we're going to be going over Week 7 waiver wire pickups. Now, if you're in a traditional waiver wire system, I don't see anybody worth burning the number 1 waiver wire on this week. There aren't really any big pickups that I can see on this week. There's some moves that we could do to help improve our roster in case we have somebody that got hurt or is down. First thing I'm going to recommend is to look through the free agency to see if anybody was dropped last week that is viable for pickup, or if there's somebody in your league that still hasn't been picked up, like a Justin Herbert, or let's say a Ryan Tannehill. See if they're still available out there. Ryan Tannehill, I think, is still available in 40% of Yahoo leagues. So check to see if he's there because he's been a fantasy stud. The first guy I think that's going to be grabbed is going to be Boston Scott from the Philadelphia Eagles. Miles Sanders is going to be out for at least 2, maybe even 3 weeks. But Boston Scott really didn't do much when Sanders was out earlier this year, so I'm a little worried about that play. But he could still be a good filler if you're desperate for running backs. Another running back you could try to pick up is Gus Edwards for the Baltimore Ravens. Mark Ingram is a little beat up. He might be sitting out. They do have J.K. Dobbins in there, which is why I said at the beginning of the season I really like J.K. Dobbins. But Gus actually got some work in there, and if he's the, splitting the backfield with the Ravens and J.K. Dobbins, he has a good chance of actually maybe getting a touchdown in there for you. So he is also kind of a flex play if you absolutely need one. Now, a defense that completely took me off guard, but they're available in a lot of leagues, is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Looking at some of the past games, they have had some really good games. With this week, I did not think there would be any way that they would do so well against the Packers with completely shutting them down. So Tampa Bay looks like they might be a good streaming defense for this week. Another player you might want to be looking at, and I normally don't talk about this, is kickers. McManus for the Denver Broncos. He's always been a pretty good kicker in the past, but he has nailed 4 50-yarders in just the past 2 weeks. With the way Denver is not able to finish the drives, he might be a good pickup to have. I'm a little worried about this week with them going against Kansas City. Typically division games, they usually can be a little bit more low scoring, but we will see what happens with this game. He might be worth picking up, especially because I think he put up 24 points in my personal league and 18 the week before. So he could be a game changer for you. The next defense you could be looking at is the LA Chargers. They're going to be going up against Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Minshew, I like the guy. I hope he does well, but unfortunately for him, he's actually not doing great against fantasy defenses. So the Chargers are definitely a team that would be worth picking up to play this week if you need to stream a defense. Now, another wide receiver, in case you're desperate, is Cole for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He has actually put up some decent games. This last week he did really well. With Chark kind of being up and down, he could be taking over more of the number wide receiver 2 role. I still am not 100% sure if he's that safe, but he has a good floor right now in the fantasy world, at least over the past couple of weeks, and potential to give you a decent scoring game. You guys, that's it for the Huddle. Please like the video. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'll try to answer them for you, and I'll see you in the next Huddle. Ready, break!